One day, it was during Olympics on a Friday afternoon, and I was bringing up the end of the Burn Run, which is a run that goes right down the Big Lake Road over there. And I was bringing up the rear for the people who wanted to walk it instead of running it. They wanted to participate, but they didn't want to run. And I had about 5 or 6 kids around me, and one of the guys who was actually in my cabin was one of the people sitting next to me. And the conversation started going towards Indiana Jones, and we started talking about the Ark of the Covenant, and they asked if it was real what happened in Indiana Jones. And I told them not quite. It didn't actually happen that way. So I explained to them a little bit of how the Ark of the Covenant came to be, what the whole story behind that, and then what happened to it, or the little that we know of what happened to it. And the guy in my cabin, he really thought the story was super cool. And so throughout the rest of the afternoon and on into Sabbath the next day, he asked me to continue to tell him Bible stories. After about an hour, I had 7 or 8 kids in a circle around me and 4 or 5 staff members listening to me tell Bible stories to everyone. And just the story of the Israelites. And I told a couple of New Testament stories, but yeah, and they really enjoyed it. And at the end of the week, he told me he had never heard any of these Bible stories before. He'd never had a Bible, and he thought they were really cool. And he said he was going to go home and buy a Bible so he could read more stories because he thought they were really great stories, and he was really appreciated me telling them to him.